Somebody, we're back talking some more horror on the channel with the first episode of the Chucky series on USA and SyFy. It's been a great time to be a horror fan lately between the returns of Michael Myers, Ghostface, and of course Chucky. I have to say I have been really looking forward to this series because I've been excited to dive back into the world of Chucky. It's been a few years now between Cult of Chucky and this, and because of that it's great to finally dive back into the continuation of that plot, while also adding in a lot of fun new twists and turns along the way. Since all hell breaks loose on this town after our lead Jake finds a vintage good guy doll at a yard sale. Plus the whole fact this is a series now instead of a film, so we have a lot more time to explore our characters and have a lot of fun along the way in this 10-episode season. As far as first episodes are concerned, I think that the first episode of Chucky is a solid one. With it being the opening episode, you don't really expect anything too over the top or crazy, but there is some intriguing groundwork here for when it comes to the multiple story threads and plot beats that I feel are going to be a lot better as the season progresses, especially when it comes to our budding relationship here between Jake and Chucky, and also just inevitably how they're going to merge all the storylines together in this small town. So we do get a little bit of the Andy Barclay stuff in this episode, as he does have a conversation on the phone with Jake when it comes to Chucky. It's gonna get absolutely nuts as the episodes do progress, with Andy and Kyle showing up, and then Tiffany and Charles Lee Ray and Nika's body's gonna be there as well. I mean, we do find out that Hackensack does have quite a terrible history. Right off the bat, one of the most interesting developments about the show so far, the setting of this show, is actually Charles Lee Ray's hometown. We have had our fair share of Charles Lee Ray flashbacks in the films in the past, but I am intrigued by the flashbacks that we've seen so far in Chucky. Even in just these brief flashback segments, it does make you ponder the question, the reasoning behind why all of a sudden Chucky wants to come back to his hometown after so many years. Just within this one episode of the show, I do actually quite like our lead here, Jake, who's this kind of social outcast character. He's actually a much more complex character than I thought he was going to be going into the series. Once you learn a little bit more about him and his tragic life all around, he lost his mom, his father's a raging drunk that won't accept his sexuality, and on top of that, if it wasn't bad already, he's already getting bullied a lot in school. You can really see the vulnerability in his character, which of course is enticing for someone like Chucky to kind of manipulate, because they do plant a lot of seeds here when it comes to the violence aspect between the two of them. And the show does a great job making sure you hate every single character in the show other than our lead. I think the worst offender probably is this character named Lexi. I'll always love Chucky as a character. Brad Dourif just brings so much life to this character. Don Mancini also just does a great job writing the character as well. We don't get to see too much of him in action in the show so far. It is only one episode in. It kind of harkens back to the original film's format where we didn't really get to see Chucky in action for a very long stretch of time. But when we do get to see Chucky in action in the show, it makes it all worth it in my opinion. Like, the talent show scene in general was just absolutely glorious. And the way that he kills Devon Sawa, like, that's just absolute hilarious insanity. I've also got to hand it to them for actually having a puppet on set. It actually looks really great in action. As we all know, some of the Chucky dolls in the last couple films didn't look that great. I think this is probably the best this dolls actually look probably since Child's Play 2. As far as with this first episode, I think they've done a great job transitioning the series from a film franchise into a television format. Thankfully, they've been able to capture that perfect blend of horror and comedy that we know from the Child's Play franchise in the TV show, which is definitely something I think that fans of the franchise are going to appreciate. This episode definitely did hook me enough to continue to watch the series. We do have 9 episodes to go. That is a long time for a series. I hope that they're able to keep that momentum going for another 9 episodes, because that is one of the things when it comes to shifting into the TV format, is you have a lot of time to also kill, so there could also be a lot of filler, and that's something that always worries me about TV, not just Chucky's TV show. However, when you do have characters like Chucky, even the filler probably is going to be fantastic when there is filler. But yeah, I'm really excited to continue on with the show. Make sure you share your thoughts down below what you thought of this first episode of Chucky, whether you watch it on USA or SyFy. Do you like the show, not like the show? What do you think is going to happen in the next few episodes? We got a lot of thoughts and theories to share down below in the comments section. Other than the Chucky series, they do have a lot of other horror content on the channel so far. My review for Halloween Kills is already up on the channel, and I also did a reaction and discussion when it comes to the trailer for Scream 5. I've also got a review coming up very soon for the I Know What You Did Last Summer TV series on Amazon. So like I said, there's a lot of horror content, which is great for me as a huge fan of the genre. But just like all you guys, I'm really excited that Chucky's finally back in one way or another. Thank you guys so much for checking my review of the first episode of Chucky. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on the channel. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you're updated with my movie reactions, unboxings, and more. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.